Okay, we're just having some lunch, preparing to set off for Fraser's Hill, going down to the tune. And so, how are we doing? We've had a good bit of luck this morning. I've had a clear up of a couple of birds due to the local shopkeeper. I've got to go up and get his name, that's terrible. I've got a photo of him, he's a famous guy, he's got pictures of him being a guide with Prince Philip. And he got me a, where was it? Red-bearded bee-eater, the one I couldn't identify. He showed me a photo of it from the side, and it's got to be because of the colouring. And then, where are we now? Yeah, out the front of the hotel, the first thing I saw, a little black bird, little black and blue, called a small, let me get this right, small Natava. So, and then that was, yeah, where was that? That was, no, yeah, it was behind our hotel. And then another, I had to, the what are they called? Let me get this. The chestnut capped laughing thrushes, they're everywhere. I had to check because they always check the whole flock because there's always something in between them. And it turned out to be a black and crimson oriole. From the road, you just see a silhouette. It's only when you adjust the exposure on the camera do you see something different. And then I finally saw, let me just tick that off. Finally, let me get this right, sorry, yeah. So at the front here, we've had the Vietnamese, weirdly, white-throated fantails. Because he said down on the lowland, you get the Malaysian pied fantails. And up here, I thought, that looks like the Vietnamese one. Have I been getting it wrong all along? But no, they are the white-throated, same as Vietnam. I said, same as Vietnam, he said, same as Vietnam. And yeah, the spider hunters are everywhere. I tried to get some more footage of the black-throated sunbird, but too fast. And then we had a little friend appear from the lower down Kuala Lumpur. The yellow-vented bulbul was on this wire. When I went up to film from the hotel area to get it filming lower down, two got really close, started preening together. Very, very beautiful moment. So I was able to, they were there for so long, I was able to set the camera up on the tripod. And then we got the fire-throated barbet? Black-browed barbet, that's another one. Anyway, the barbet I saw yesterday. Barbet and the, what was the other one? Long-tailed broadbill, which are everywhere, flocks of those. No shortage of those. Anything else in these trees? Yeah, there was a big, which way did I go? Yeah, past the Gentry restaurant, up to the right, only about 50 meters. One of the big waves of birds that they talk about. And a couple, I must have missed about 3 or 4 lifers in there. I couldn't get them all. The shopkeeper, he helped me out with a blue-winged minla, Google lens from a really blurry photo, managed to identify it quite well. Small yellow bird, no. But thankfully, I got the silver-eared Mesia, which is the thing that like the bird of up here. Everyone's it's on t-shirts, on posters, on the monkeys across the road there. It's on everything. So finally saw it. I got it. A couple of them preening. I've manually focused to get them through this bush, and eventually one jumped out for a few seconds of video on a branch. Thank goodness me. And then we've got a slaty-backed flycatcher. It might not be the slaty-backed. I've looked at similar images, but it's probably definitely a flycatcher. The chest is slightly weird, not as colourful as this suggests, but it's definitely a flycatcher of some type. What is it? Anyway, so yeah. Anything else? Just the usual birds. Yeah, I think we've covered everything now. But yeah, you know, I've got several lifers in the village today instead of going for a drive. So I think if you do come here, spend a lot of time in the village. I'd almost avoid, I mean, yeah, go for a drive, absolutely. If it's raining or if it's too hot, you don't want to walk, get in the car and let the car be your shield, be your hide. But you're going to get, I'd say 80 to 90% of the local birds are going to come through somehow, and you can stand here and listen out for them. And when you hear a wave, get to the wave. That's usually 2 or 3 birds. One gets very close, and there's more than likely going to be loads of them following through. And this wave had dozens and dozens of birds coming through. All sorts of, oh yeah, there were loads of the cuckoo shrike. Let me get that right. Blah, 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 blah. Where are you? Browch-headed trogon, oriental cuckoo shrike. Yeah, quite bland looking birds. But if you hear that name, you think, oh, it must be a gorgeous, amazing, colourful, crazy looking bird. But it's just kind of grey, black. So yeah, we just, I did put some food out on the feeding table there. The first day wasn't touched and yesterday was gone. It was just some bread and some sunflower. Now, about the whole town in general, you cannot get any fruit. You cannot buy fruit. I'm gagging. I'm going to, when we go to the airport tonight and I get my Hainan chicken, there's a fruit stall in Terminal 2 and I'm just going to get the biggest dose of fruit before we get on that plane. But you cannot buy any fruit here. Do not ever order the sausages in any of the restaurants. It is this processed frankfurtery nonsense. And our hotel, which they do inclusive breakfast options, but it's not buffet. You have to order one of 4 dishes, like a nasi goreng, eggs of some type and a curry. And we ordered the eggs and it came out with these sausages, and we just ended up leaving a lot of it. It just felt like over processed garbage. But the English restaurant, the Gentry, even though their food's a little, I mean, it's for where we are in the middle of nowhere, to get that kind of food, they did a cream tea, decent, you know, they didn't have clotted cream, they had butter. For out this way, it was pretty good. They did like a good lamb dish, a good pulled pork dish, or braised steak, something like that. But their breakfast is, so just avoid, just never have sausages up here at all. And bring supplies of nuts and good quality, whatever you want to eat when you have fruit, because you're not going to get anything here. So anyway, this shopkeeper, I'll just go and say hello. I gave him my card. So is he still in there? Yeah. So it's like, yeah, he's got this little market outside the hotel, handy for your water and stuff like that. And he's got all the bird books in there as well. So is he? Hi mate. Sorry, can I look? So I'm just filming at the moment for my blog. What's your name? Just so I don't.
Durai.
Sorry.
Durai.
So I didn't want to butcher his name, make a fool of myself. When I've been doing all of my Vietnamese Kuala Lumpur stuff, I haven't been saying any of the names of things. I'll put them over in words. So anyway, I've got his name now, and you'll see the video. It'll probably be a while because this is the last video I'm doing of my trip. So this could be a few weeks away, but I'll be gradually uploading photos from my 3-week trip.
Great.
So yeah, so thank you, sir. Nice to meet you. And yes, a picture with Prince Philip. So thanks very much for all the information. He's helped me out identify some birds I couldn't figure out. So a legend. So yeah, come and get your supplies from here. All right.
Okay, guys.
Speak to you soon. All right. Okay, so that's a wrap. Okay. Good. I think we've wrapped up. So I thought I'd just do a catch up from this reservoir halfway back. Well, an hour back. We've still got 2 hours to go. And I got my 100th bird that is identifiable on video. I've definitely seen more than 100 lifers. I probably missed about 50. Not fast enough, or they were in amongst another flock of birds. So we have got the most recent ones have been a sultan tit. Very cool looking. It's sat above me. I'm shame about the sort of haze. I'll clean it up as best I can. But sat quite, openly in front of me. Very chill bird. Yellow sort of sulphury crested thing going on at the back here. A white-bellied Yuhing, if that's correct. going on pictures online, it does look correct. But it was, 800 mil. Lucky I've got the 800 mil because it was far away, and I managed to just see it land. And then a this is a bird. When you see these kind of birds, they're birds. A little cuckoo dove, but it looked pretty big to me. But yeah, look, very obviously some sort of dove or pigeon, and big fantail, beautiful bird, stunning. Again, 800. I had to go in at 800 millimeters to get it because it was in the distance. And there is I haven't written it down yet. The little yellow bird. I have to find the idea. I know I've got video good enough, but it's on a bit of footage I'm going to have to delve into and find the clip of it, of where it's sharp enough to screenshot. But it's one I tried to get this morning. I saw it, blurred, missed it, and I know this time I've got it. It goes along with the fulvetas, the mountain fulvetas. And the last bird I just got, and I said to my wife, it was moving down the tree like a nuthatch. And it is a nuthatch. It's a velvet-fronted nuthatch. So, happy days. I hit 100 lifers, and that makes it 150 species in the two countries. That's pretty good. That wipes the floor with Costa Rica. So, yeah, this is a good place to do a vlog. Actually, I've just seen vehicles going into that road there. I bet that's a nice little mountain village. Yeah, they're going in there. I saw it on the map. And the fishermen down there. Yeah, it's an authentic little place. All this, I think the swifts around there are Pacific swifts. They've got the little white band on the back. So that is a wrap. The miners. What a way to say goodbye. Right, we're going to go over to that tree over there. Have they got me? I think that was water. They didn't do it the last time. Why is that? So, yeah, we're just about to return our car. So, yeah, it was a mad rush because I wanted to go and see these wetlands. Blimey, I'm having a shout. Yeah. Oh. Well, am I standing in mud? I'm standing in mud. Why not? Let's stand in the water. Yeah. So, it was a mad rush to get back because I wanted to see these wetlands. Well, this is going to show me how good this microphone is. If it's really bad, I'll do it all again. Now, the wetlands I couldn't get to last time because I didn't have a car. So I thought we're going to swing by on the way back to the airport before we get to the hotel and have a look. And I didn't know the layout. So we came in from the top. It was really convoluted, but they're actually turning it. Well, they're not turning it. Let me get this right. They're keeping the wetlands, but they're building all these lovely new homes around it. So the road that I wanted to drive through, I couldn't drive through. There was a security guard. So I could only drive around the top bit slightly. But they're making it really nice for walkways. But if we ever come back, maybe in a year or two, it's all going to look really nice. So I'm looking forward to coming back and seeing that when it's finished off, because I could hear birds that I didn't recognize over the fence in the wetland area. I think you have to get to the proper wetlands that's open to the public by going around the bottom end. We came in from the top. By the time we figured out what was going on, we weren't going to make it before sunset. So, but we drove along, and there were like white-breasted water hen. There were white-throated kingfishers. I scared one off by accident in this marshy bit near the top. There were pink-throated green pigeons hanging with blue-tailed bee-eaters. Lots of the yellow-vented bulbuls. On the way through, Malaysia, definitely Kuala Lumpur is amazing for birds. There were so many birds on. I mean, I even saw white-throated kingfisher on a lamppost in a busy street. There's madness. So, and I just kept seeing birds everywhere, and I wanted to stop, but we've got to get back. So, Vietnam at the moment, not looking so good for a return, but I'm coming back to Malaysia. Malaysia is amazing. The other thing, sorry, it was very brief. I thought it was like a woodcock or something. Woodcock, sorry. I caught it out of the corner of my eye, small, and then looking through my camera, I thought that's a bittern. Is it a least bittern? It was very small, and checking on the phone, I managed to get a profile where I could check it, and it says it's a yellow bittern. So that makes lifer 101. Probably 101 on camera, because I got a couple of the lifers were audio only. But then the other lifers, like I said, I weren't able to record at all. I saw them. So I've definitely got, I got about 101 lifers, but I mean, even this other one was a sparrowhawk. So that just goes on the list of birds seen. And the bird that I thought I saw was a raven. It's probably like the one from Hong Kong, a long-billed crow. Looks like a raven because of the bill. Saw that just after that bridge earlier. And then I was able to identify the little gold bird, yellow bird, a golden babbler. Got from a fraction of a second of it looking straight at me, and I could see the brown streaks in its hair, and I'd confirmed with pictures. So that gets me over the 101. So hallelujah. But yeah, I think that wetlands would have probably provided me with 10 or 15 new species if I could get to it. So every good reason to come back here in the future. Brilliant. So 152 species with a sparrowhawk. I mean, this is obviously give or take 5 species of incorrect ID, but there were definitely things that I filmed that were blurry. I missed them. They were lifers for sure. So yeah, over 150 species recorded, over 100 lifers. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I mean, I think at Fraser Hill, we recorded over about 35 or something like that. Yeah, pretty good. Amazing place. But you could, like I say, you could just come to Kuala Lumpur if you don't have a car or the ability to go up the Fraser Hill, and all the parks and rivers and trees, wetlands will keep you going. Get to the edge of the city, take a cab there, 15 minutes, and go along the tree line of the forests. Anything else to report? I think that's a wrap. Anything else I'll put up and I forget, I'll put up on notes, on map, on screenshots. I'll write it in while I'm talking. Or if I didn't mention a bird, I'll put the bird up with the video. Like the little bluebird earlier, the racket-tailed dronga must be a juvenile. Like I saw a one flying around with a long tail, and along with this bluebird, but this smaller bluebird didn't have the long tail, so maybe that's the female. I'm not sure. So yeah, things like that. Any bird footage I don't mention, I'll put it up with the writing underneath it. So that's it. We're going to get our Hainan chicken, my favorite. We're going to get a big serving of fruit, and then pack the bags ready for the flight in the morning. Apart from a couple of little sort of silly bits with playing music loud in this hotel, I've nailed it. From rebooking the stay here in Kuala Lumpur to go up to Fraser's Hill, it's just everything's run so smoothly. Booking hotels near the airports, the cabs, the food. I said before we left to my wife, nothing's going to run 100% smooth. There are going to be things and we'll deal with them. And yeah, got a little wound up at times, but afterwards calmed down and went, yeah, that was one of the things we're expecting. So anything I've missed, any questions, let me know. I'll probably think of more videos to do with the footage I've collected, street scenes, any information. Yeah, that wetlands park, yeah, I mean, you can see they're going to be building on there. It's going to be a beautiful place, and let it grow wild as well. So anything else that I see tonight that happens to bump out, like there's a bird on the road or any final moments, I'll say it. But thank you, Vietnam. Thank you, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I've had a great time, and I'm really, really looking forward to coming back. Over and out. Peace. Amazing trip.